We now return to the Dave and Molly Show.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to our viewers on SWX. It's the Dave and Molly Show, and Ken's here.
Hey.
Woo. Good morning, Kian.
I wonder if people think I only show up when the TV camera's on.
Well, that was in your contract.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he said if the TV's on, I'll be there.
Right. You guys made me sign an NDA. I
Yeah.
heard
Yes.
all about those coming
That's
in.
right.
Pretty cool.
About what we do off the
I know
mic.
you don't mention.
We don't mention we. First things first.
Okay.
Ken, on Saturday, I mentioned this on the show Monday.
Oh.
Brought over the screen, brand new screen.
Hey.
Yeah.
And let me say this. So yesterday I was out doing yard stuff, and I was walking by the back screen. And every time I see the screen, it is noticeably different, and it brings joy to my heart.
Doesn't
So you brought joy to my heart with a brand new screen, Mr. Screen.
Dave,
Yes.
that makes me so happy. Yeah. Because as I'm doing it, when I'm, wrapping it up,
Yeah.
it's like, this is the happiest I've been for a long time. Because I like starting a project and then ending it, and
Yeah.
it's done, not
Yeah.
half done,
Well, and
It
how
looks
long were
great.
you living with the hole in the screen?
At least 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Kids don't even remember a time when it was a regular looking screen. Now the hole got worse and worse over the
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
It was
the
just
frame.
yeah. But it
man.
works like a
Yeah.
charm.
So now do you you must just keep your slider open all the time.
Well,
Right?
because but why wouldn't I?
No, well, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
imagine.
I'll say this, for a screen door that old, the hardware was good. The bones were good.
Bones
Dave.
were good. Hardware's good. Yep.
Bones were good.
Yeah. On the track, slides
Yeah.
and glides.
And it was also a learning experience for me. I felt
Yeah.
like in training, there was a couple of little things I hadn't done before. I put on new little rollers on the bottom, wheels.
Okay.
They call them. And most people would just say, this screen, the wheels broke, throw it all away. Dave, no.
No.
You go to Home Depot. Here's what you do. $5.48 for a 2-pack of little wheels. And
you're
boom,
back in business.
That's $2.50 a piece, Dave. That's with a little change in there. It just gives me joy.
So I owe you for
No.
parts and labor.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh no, that was part of your birthday
Parts of-
bundle.
And then our delivery crew, Trish,
Yeah.
I backed up. Trish goes, wow, this is a steep drive.
It is. It causes problems for some people.
Backing up, and then I popped the back, and boom, there it is. And all of a sudden,
Man.
the delivery was there.
Here's what I mentioned this on the air, but what I learned was one person in 5 seconds can take a screen door off the track.
Oh, right.
It takes 2 people multiple minutes to get it back on.
Because you have to pop the little wheels
Yes.
up, get it in the
Yeah.
track. Oh, the top. Oh, is the top in? No.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah. My son had to hold the top in, and then
It
I got
is-
down with a screwdriver
yeah.
and then plunked the wheels up and then pushed it in.
Pop 'em
then,
in.
Yeah. That's good.
Ooh, there's no better feeling.
I love that you're so it now let's ask you this. What jobs do you have stacked up now? What are you working on?
Well, it has been moving mania around our house.
Yeah.
Here is where we are at. I can't believe it. We're a little blurred, and we haven't. I've been out of the loop on sports and some movies.
Yeah.
Our house is now ready for people to walk through.
Oh boy.
So we have little to-go bags. Like,
Oh.
oh my gosh, it hasn't shown yet. It might be this weekend. We don't
Yeah.
know. But like the other day, an inspector came. We hired them, and they were doing a walkthrough, and they said, "You guys just blitz out of here." So we drove out to Long Lake on a
Yeah.
Because you can, one of your many lake places.
It was that day it poured.
Oh, okay,
Just
yes.
torrential. So
Yeah.
that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been working on. But we finally feel like, okay, now we can grab our. It's like my wife is expecting when she says, "I think it's time. We're out of here. Get your
Grab the bag.
Get the backpack." Hey, Wally gets to come too. He's happy.
Oh, yeah.
So we've kind of got.
Now, do you have, besides the lake place, I guess that would be your go-to place if you need to be out of there for a while, but do you have
Right.
a hotel that is a go-to hotel
Well,
where the doggy can go?
We haven't really done that. My sister said, "Hey, if you guys," I think it's just going to be like a Sunday afternoon.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So-
you don't want to stick around the house. That's that would be the worst, especially if people aren't liking it. Like, I just don't like this floor plan. Who
Yeah.
designed this? And you're sitting there thinking, well, I didn't be.
Well, why
You don't
is
like it, just don't buy it.
I've got so many problems with us, but the screens are fantastic.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what, Dave? I walk by some of those windows and I'd say, "Hey, Trish, look out that window. What do you see?" I don't know. The tree's out there. Yes. You don't even see a screen. It's invisible. There's nothing. I mean, that's the greatest thing is when you don't.
High compliment
You
for a
don't
screen
see a
man.
damn thing. Yeah. You don't see nothing.
It's Ken's screens where you don't see a damn thing. Guaranteed.
Speaking of that, we had the nicest window washer guy come to our house.
Oh.
And he got all our windows washed, and then he saw the stack of screens,
Oh.
and then out of the blue, no mention whatsoever, he looked at my wife and he said, "Hey, how's Ken doing with Dave's screen?" And I thought,
No.
this guy's definitely listened.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then he said, and Trish goes, "Well, we are kind of moving." And he goes, "Yeah, I heard you're moving to Post Falls. Your house should be ready February 1st. I said, "This is the only program I've ever mentioned anything like that."
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he is a day-to-day guy.
Wow.
He got all of our screens because I had them stacked up. And then you forget what window.
Yeah.
And 3 or 4 about the same size. He got them all up. And
What
it
was
was
his name? Can we say his name? Do you remember his name? Oh,
Philip.
Philip.
the
Yeah.
His name is Philip.
That happened right that when you guys
Correct,
dropped
yeah.
off the screen, you were telling me that
It
story.
was right
and
before
I think,
that.
and I think he's been on the text line.
Yeah.
I think he's one of your loyal guys. Yeah, he was just really tall guy, which helps with windows.
Yeah.
And then and people don't know our house, but it's really steep in the back, and you have to get a ladder way up to a window. I walked into the bathroom and here's
There's
this
Philip.
guy's wiping a window 50 feet off the floor right
Wow.
in front of me. And
Oh my God.
and so I complimented. He goes, "Yeah, I spend half my life on ladders. It's just, but he's good. He's good and does gutters and all that.
I was just going to ask because I may, I may
I
get
know.
a hold of him.
I said, if you're doing windows, probably gutters right in there and other stuff. Good guy.
I don't know, Philip, if you're listening, I have some hard water issues on my front windows because my sprinklers blast them every day.
Yeah.
A little calcium
there's a
buildup.
calcium buildup. And I did there were some Gonzaga students, I don't know if it was last summer or the summer before, where they came up, where they're trying to make some
worker.
money. They're home
Yeah.
for the summer. And they did a pretty good job, but then blast again. And
I know. You do that.
Yeah.
I'll say this, Molly. A
Yes.
request. You bring that screen in where your air conditioner goes
Yeah.
in. You bring in a screen.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I will.
At your
Okay.
convenience.
Oh, it's Phil from Kettle Falls. It's me, he says.
Oh.
Hi, Phil.
There
I
he is.
didn't know we were
Yay.
clear from Kettle Falls. Wow. Yeah, very nice
Jeez.
guy.
Hi, Phil.
Yeah,
We'll get you some
props
business.
to you, Phil. Very good.
Yes, I have the one screen. In fact, I don't know when I'll put my AC in just because it's been so cool. So I'm going to pop it off and not wait for the AC. I'll just bring it. Why wait for the
well,
AC? It's
yeah.
not
You're
like I
gonna
open
you're
that
gonna
window.
need the AC next week.
Yeah, I will.
You may,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
once we
it's
kinda
been pretty.
get-
My house is. In fact, my heat kept kicking on overnight. That's how chilly it was.
We're right in that weird where we've turned the heat on, and then all of a sudden it's 78.
Yes.
Yes. What do you do?
Yeah, it's true.
Gotta
So
go cool.
you were saying last night you were somewhere last night. What
I
did you
was.
do?
I will give a proud report from Jim Gaffigan at Northern Quest.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, laughing again with Gaffigan.
And we were a little concerned about the weather here and there, but it was a beautiful night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dry, and it really was warm. Great crowd.
Yeah.
Saw some of our usuals, Julie and all of our friends say, hey. He's so funny. I'll just give away. It was all brand new material.
Wow.
And luckily, I went with my sister and her husband. And last week, it kind of popped up. I said, hey, what are you guys doing next Wednesday night? Do you want to go to Gaffigan? She goes, that would be great. It's Tom's birthday, and it's now.
You're like, yes.
So we went out.
It's perfect.
Had a few beverages.
Oh, nice.
And Jim gets up there and he goes, how are you guys doing on a Wednesday? It's a Wednesday. I've got to go to work in the morning. He starts off
like Jim Gaffigan.
and it is a little breezy, and he kind of looks a little disheveled. He's on the big screen. It's funny. And then he says, why is it when it's 6 months in advance and you're with all your friends on a deck drinking, somebody goes, hey, we ought to go to Gaffigan next summer. That sounds great. Everybody's like, yeah. He goes, that is the best part of an event is when and then like 4 days later, one of your friends goes, hey, I got those tickets. What? Yeah. Well, when is it? A Wednesday night. I gotta go to work. He goes, and then it just diminishes, and then you forget about it, and then your wife says something to you, and you go, that's tonight?
Yes, that's exactly
I
right.
don't even want to, I'm not even sure I want to go. And it goes on from that.
That's
He
funny.
talked about his kids and how lovey-dovey 8, 9-year-olds and then 13-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I hate to say it, but my house, there is so much chaos and disruption. If we were a neighborhood, we would be a bad neighborhood. Don't move there. He's a dad. He's a tired dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny, though. I love that because it's true. When you hear they're announcing, you guys, they're coming, and then somebody buys the tickets, and then it sneaks up on you, and then you realize it's a Wednesday, and it's like, I don't know if I can do that.
I know. He did, like right off the bat, he goes, I appreciate you guys being here. I know half of you said, I don't really want to go. But then your wife said, I bought the tickets. You're going. And then he gets into that whole thing. It's pretty hilarious.
Now, did you eat there, or did you guys go out and get food at like Maslow's or something first?
We ate. I had a VIP bracelet.
Oh, yes.
Take in the,
What kind of food were they serving up?
They had barbecue chicken is what I had. You know what the hit of the night was?
Oh.
Tiny little cupcakes of variety.
Yes.
Oh, variety of cupcakes.
But I had a very nice beer and chicken and this and that.
On
a Wednesday. Who does this on a Wednesday?
It was always, you gotta go to work. And then he goes, at some point tonight, you will laugh and you'll say, that's great. And then you're gonna wake up tomorrow and say, that wasn't worth it. Why did we do that?
How long? So did he have an opener?
He did have an opener, and I apologize. I don't. It was really quiet because we were kind of back in the party zone.
Yeah.
And then we said, let's go to our seats. And we go, oh my gosh, this guy's already going. He was pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
And then, boom, 8 o'clock, they said, Jim Gaffigan. And he did probably an hour, 10 minutes, maybe.
Perfect.
Just boom, boom, boom. And we're headed to our car at 9:30.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Did the opener comedian introduce him, or did he just come out by himself, or how does that?
The opener said, hey, enjoy, Jim.
Yeah.
And then there was maybe a 5-minute break, really short.
Okay.
Because I, at that time, was going to head back up to the Coors Landing
and
visit. And all of a sudden, they're introducing Jim, and he's talking about how we didn't even want to be there.
Yeah.
Great way to start the show.
I know.
I mentioned this the other day. The book that I'm reading, the Oz Perlman, the mentalist guy. He talks. He has a whole section in the book about how he opened for Jim Gaffigan, and Jim Gaffigan would remember the show because I guess it was a total disaster, and he blames it on the fact that he had to introduce Jim Gaffigan, and he says, I'm not worthy, kind of a thing, and he said that Jim came out and he had to come out earlier than he thought. Everything was kind of messed up, and
timing,
and then their communication between the two, they're friends, I guess. They've done shows together, but he said he always felt bad about that, and that they joke about that like that night.
That's
it was like in
connection.
Puerto Rico or something. Yeah.
Out of there.
But it's all about how you get introduced.
How you get introed, I guess. Yeah.
It's funny. That was my exact thinking about that show,
I
because
hear
there was
ya.
a talk of going, and then we ended up at the night market at Kendall Yards. We were home way before 9:30, but it was that. It's Wednesday.
I know.
To work.
I did the same thing. I mean, we've been in a blur of moving and storage unit and this and that. And at night, it's at 6 o'clock, Trish has been saying, I just want to get in bed and watch TV. And I say, you do that. And I get on the couch and we all stumble away. But
last night you rallied, and it was a birthday, and you said, I know.
But yesterday morning, I wake up and I go, oh, it's Tom's birthday. That's right. I told them. No, it was so great just to sit and laugh. And
so now, where are your seats?
They are on, I guess, the first main landing.
Okay.
When you go up to the bleacher. That great seating.
Okay.
Yeah. And
because usually we're up. And then right outside of that landing, sort of up on the upper thing, but I don't think there's any, special seating there.
But there's no bad spot there's no bad spot in that venue.
No,
but
there's not.
For a comedian, it's just like they have them on the big screen.
Yeah.
The thing I realized, and I don't think I was at a show last year, so it's been 2 years. That stage is huge.
Yeah, they upgraded the stage this year.
And when you see just Jim Gaffigan there with a mic, it's like, wow. You kind of look at the screen most of the time, but you look down there and go, geez, look at him down there.
Yeah.
So, and they did say, like, the country show that blew through there had like 10 semis. And a lot of that.
There was talk of him hawking his bourbon, right?
Yeah, he was at an event up north yesterday afternoon, I think. And he has his own line of bourbon, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did not mention that.
Maybe it's a separate. I think that he had, this is my theory. How full was it? Was it pretty full?
I would say it was over 3/4. There might have been maybe a couple of corners.
I think he was doing a media blitz separate from the concert about that bourbon thing.
Oh, that
only
could be.
Talking about his bourbon.
Hey, that could be. And why not
think.
plug in some shows?
Yeah,
and,
because there was like,
I'm promoting bourbon on a Wednesday. I have to work the next day. I can't work with a hangover. Have some bourbon. It'll be great.
I know. my
that's
goodness.
good. I'm
He's a
glad
fun
he
guy.
went.
It was fantastic. And flashback over the weekend, Dave's little birthday soiree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was, it was so great seeing you. I mean, I get to see your oldest quite a bit, but your other kids.
I thought that was
had
really
an interesting chat with your son, who's quite an intellectual.
Yes.
Dave, we were talking about Greek and Latin. I don't even know how it started, but somehow Greek and then Latin came up, and I said, hey, I took my year of Latin in high school was similar to your French.
French. Oh, yeah.
And Dave was saying how your son was saying how difficult Greek is.
That's just been his
he
toughest class
goes,
ever.
It is the base root of everything. And I go, what about Latin? He goes, well, Latin, medical applications. He goes, if you're relatively diligent, you can learn Latin in a year. And I said, David, I took a school year of Latin, and the only thing I learned was the Pledge of Allegiance. And that was my final. He goes, he kind of smiled, but I felt like, hey, I'm talking to an intellectual here.
The funny thing, so all three of your kids are standing in the kitchen there at the thing. And I know Samantha's hours, or she probably doesn't tune in a lot. And David probably, this is nothing that he's interested in. So, but Christy, who loves the show and loves us, she goes, oh, that Schick Shadle thing. I listened to it 5 times. Both the other kids are like cocking their heads. And she goes, it's just so funny. And so she's trying to explain to them what it was. And then I did a little bit of it. And I could tell they were looking at me like.
This is the woman he works with?
Christy and I just sort of like, we're like, anyway, okie dokie.
Well, my son has been hearing some of the show now because I'll check it on YouTube. And so what were we talking about? It was we were talking about Sasha Obama. Was gone to Michigan the same year that he was there.
There you go.
And we started talking about that because I asked him to confirm it. And I said, yeah, I actually mentioned that on the show that, I hope that was right. And it was. She was only there for a short time. Malia went to Harvard and then somewhere else. But Sasha was there at Michigan the same time that he was there.
Right.
So, and he's picked up a few things from the show, like just when it's been on. But yeah, they don't listen.
I know. None of the kids in my world listen either. But it's fun when it's like, because Christy's so enthusiastic and she's such a supporter and and then she's trying to tell them how funny I am, and they're both just like, we don't get it. We just don't get it.
And your old Christy is so much. She knows us all, of course.
Yes.
And is so good around me. And when the dessert came out, she just automatically brought over a piece of ice cream cake, and she said, "Here, Kendall, I know you wanted this." I was like, "Of course,
you don't know me."
It's like you're my own daughter bringing me what you know.
Yeah.
So very what a beautiful venue out there.
So I have a question too.
Unbelievable.
Dave was very happy he was part of the lifting crew when you arrived, because at my party he was not invited to lift. It was like we have
I think they looked at me and thought he can't help us in any way. We want somebody else.
Hey,
I was on it this time.
So how did you get back down though? Because that seemed more precarious.
Well,
I mean, it was like these. It was kind of, weren't they like rock?
Yeah,
steps
we carried them down too,
and they were a little close, but two people,
so just
a person on each wheel, and then I think Dave might have been on the front bars.
On the way home after they you didn't go back on lifting crew after
I was on lifting crew both trips
during tankage,
and people, when people were saying, hey, 5, 6, and Trish said, hey, we better take off when there's still some big boys here.
Yes.
So, you got to keep your eye peeled. Oh, yeah, we're good. I got a crew.
A couple firefighters,
I mean, because Nadine would be right down in there. It's like,
Nadine could lift better than some of the guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably stronger.
But anyway, it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Along the river there.
And that was a good day.
Food of his people.
Oh, yes. That was very, very good.
I know. I was sad that I couldn't stay longer. And I knew going into it I wasn't going to be. Then once you get there, it's like, well, why did I? Damn family, but I did leave Ken behind, so I left him for you.
It was a beautiful day and a fun drive home, and people did inquire about our home and the process.
Oh, yeah.
And they all asked, now, where are you? And I just pointed due north and said, like 12 minutes that way.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of, up
Yeah, because
north
the house we were in was in Post Falls, and that's your new turf.
That is the new turf out there. And
just ask Phil. He knows.
I know. Phil does know. We got a little video, and I guess they do this every couple of months. We now have footing, you guys.
You now have what?
We have footings.
Oh.
So
you gotta
the
have footings.
foundation. And we looked at it, and Trish goes, that looks tiny. Because there's giant mounds of dirt around it.
Yeah.
And our guy said, everybody says that. It looks small. And then they start putting walls up. And Say, geez, you guys, that's huge.
So how many square feet will that be?
29.
That's
not
big.
quite 3.
All on one floor?
Well, it is. It's got a loft.
Oh, okay.
And a
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
And
good
right
lodge.
now your house is how many?
Well, it's 48.
Yeah.
It's way.
That's
Ours
48
went to
only.
48. That was way too much.
But about, what is that? I'd say almost 2,000 is the lower level, right?
Lower level,
Yeah.
which I can access, but man, if
Yeah.
when the water heater was going out a couple of years ago,
Oh,
you're just saying no.
Yeah.
We can't.
we don't.
We don't.
It's
Let's
downstairs.
think.
It's a Wednesday.
And then, like 5 years, it's Wednesday. What were we
you
thinking?
work tomorrow.
They got tickets to that. What? Yeah. I remember we all laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. And we all said we should. Yeah.
So was there anybody updating you on the basketball game, or was that a
You
non-factor?
know, that kind of was a non last
Yeah.
night, and I knew that game was going. Was that in San Antonio?
No, it was in New York.
Nick
yeah.
Land and
Yeah.
the biggest comeback in history.
Yeah.
I haven't got to watch much, but I'm going to have to ask Quinn.
Yeah.
Who's that left-handed guard from the Knicks that dribbles like a jackhammer?
Do you know Ron Harper? Do you remember Ron Harper?
Oh, yeah, I
That's
remember.
his son, Dylan Harper.
Oh!
yeah, Dylan Harper.
Well, I know that name. I
Yeah.
just, that kind of drives me crazy. Like, quit dribbling so much. But then he scores like
oh,
most
and
of
actually,
the
I think the
time.
one more thing. Yeah, I was gonna say he scores a lot.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox had a bad game yesterday for the Spurs. So yeah,
Oh.
That
Somebody
Brunson
had a
guy
bad
is
game.
legit.
yeah.
How they scored so many points, and who's having a bad game when
Well,
you're
the
up
Spurs.
29?
Well, he didn't have a bad game, I should say, but he made a really bad decision at the end that kind of lost it for him.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Boy. And then how mad is that coach when you get into the thing, when you're up by 29 points and you lose it? I
Yeah.
mean, isn't that worse than just trailing the whole time? And
Oh yeah.
That's
Right?
a tough one, especially
It
in the
is.
finals when you,
yeah.
you know, you think we're up 29. We're going
Yes.
to tie the series, and then we're going home.
Yeah.
You just that it's all
So
positive,
different.
and then
Yes.
Yeah.
then when it flips the other way, it's like now you're down 3-1, and you couldn't even hold a practically 30-point lead.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I worried about my
bad.
Knicks in 6 solely because I think the Knicks have a chance to. I think the Spurs are going to be demoralized and
Yeah.
might have a chance to go
Steal
beat them in
one
5.
there.
Yeah,
You really just got to.
yeah.
Do they just do one in San Antonio and then
Yeah,
come
now
back
we'll
to
go
New York?
1-1-1. Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Know
for the last 3 if they need them. Yeah.
Yeah, our friend Trevin, he tuned out
Yeah, I
the
just
game
saw
in the
that.
third quarter.
I almost did too.
Oh, when
I was.
you think it's a blowout?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was reading the book, and it was just. I almost thought, well, this is now the game is distracting, and it's over. Why is it still on?
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
I kept it on, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. I kept telling our table at trivia, I'm like, this is kind of what the Knicks do, but I kept being like, but like this is absurd. Like if they cut, like this would be.
Yeah.
I literally was like, this. I think this would be the greatest comeback in history if they pulled this one off, and
My
then they
goodness.
did.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
news alert, while he was distracted from trivia, they went ahead and won
Yeah.
for the first time ever.
Did you?
Or in a long time.
I checked out. There's like 9 total rounds. I checked out around round 6 of trivia, and I was just like, Maddie, because I always like write the answers for us, and I'm like, I'm giving you the pen and the paper. I'm handing it over, and I'm barely paying attention, and they're all like, "Oh, we got that one. We got that one."
Wow.
And the next thing I know,
You
the
checked
next
out.
one, I look up, and then we're winning trivia. It was
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Team Potter for the victory.
Yeah. What was the name of your team last night?
So we've been changing it every week until
Yeah.
we win. And last night was the biggest boozers.
Oh.
because we're at a
Oh,
bar.
the
and so
biggest
Get
the
it?
because we're also
Oh,
the biggest
I like
losers
that.
typically.
Yeah.
So now we got to keep that name. It wasn't
Yeah.
our most creative, but that's gonna stick until we lose, which will
I
probably.
just
be
think
next
they
week.
need you to be a little distracted so you don't mess it up for them.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Couple
like.
of wins. Yeah.
All of your friends were at the basketball game last night. Well, Swifty was there, Seinfeld, and Larry David.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I did see some
And Adam
stars.
Sandler, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Just the
Just a
New
ton.
York coming out.
Yeah.
The NBA's.
They
Get a
said
little
that some of
bounce
the
from
tickets are
that.
going to be $500,000. Is that what you said, Quinn?
Yeah, something like that.
That's insane.
Oh, I
Who's
don't.
Yeah,
spending
for-
that? Who's
I
doing
don't
that?
know if it's quite
I think you watch it on TV and you just
Yeah, we watch it on TV for free.
Yeah.
TVs.
I don't have a sports machine at my house, but you all do, so you can watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Crank them up.
What
Get a
is it
sports
on?
machine.
What network is it on?
ABC.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
have that one.
Yeah.
But
You can
You
probably go to
got
the game if
that
you
one.
want to, Malls, because Game 6 ticket prices are going to start around $11,000
oh,
to get into the stadium. So that's
Oh,
something that
okay.
you might enjoy doing.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could just sell everything I have and liquidate most
Just
things.
liquidate. Yeah.
But you'll be there
Uh,
for a life experience.
yeah.
You know what? Another very fun day. Just a little side light. Last Friday, it was junk and dump day at the Hopkins house.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I loved it, and we had a bunch of.
We talked to you after you went to the dump, didn't
Well,
we?
I
One of
went
the
to the
times, yeah.
dump.
Oh, but then Junk and Dump
Right,
came to
junk
you.
and dump. They pulled back there. They had like
Oh.
3 guys and a bunch of big flower pots out of the backyard,
Yeah.
and there were, rugs and this and that, and I feel so guilty, like bringing out the kitchen garbage in a little bag and saying,
Yeah.
Could you put that up in there with that big cement block that you've lugged all over? So anyway, we did a pretty good clean out on that. And then our garage doors are open, and I go to our fridge, and there's a 12-pack of beer that's been in there forever. And I know I'm not going to drink that.
Uh-huh.
And there was also when our littles came to our house, we had a bunch of juice boxes. And
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
so I stacked those on the back, and the beer is ice cold, unopened. And I told the guy when he came up, I go, you can view that as garbage or not. I don't even care, but it's. And I thought they were going to take a break and have a beer. They had those juice boxes opened up.
Oh, they
and
want the
were
juice
like,
boxes,
"Hey."
not the beer.
Well, they may have saved the beer for later, but they were all over those juice boxes. I didn't have a clue that would be
That's
anything,
funny.
but you know,
Well, they can't drink while they're dumping and
yeah. And
Junkin'.
the juice box pretty good when you're sweating and
Yeah.
hauling junk all over. So
Yeah.
junk and dump, that's always fun. You just feel like, oh, I can just throw anything up
Mm-hmm.
there. Hey, put that up there.
We actually had a conversation. I've had this cement thing that I've been dealing with forever. It's I've talked about it before. I don't know what I'm going to do because it's an old coal chute, but on the top part of
Oh,
it is
right.
where I sit out on my deck.
Right,
And the
right.
top roof thing leaks anyway. It's getting all the water, but my friend Steve has a solution. And so yesterday, when Ken got to my house, the two of them were talking about this solution, and I was so excited because they're egging each other on. Yeah, man, and we could do this. All right, I'll be there, man. And I thought, yeah, keep talking. Yep, that
Keep
sounds
it going,
great.
keep it going.
I'll give you
Yeah.
some money, and you guys just do it. So I think there may be a solution coming this summer once it starts to warm up and there's no rain in the forecast.
So you're going to cover it then, or what? How?
It is covered, but they have a way. What's happened? It's one of those tin kind of covers, but it's got little holes in it. So when it rains, it drips on it. That seeps into the concrete that has cracks in it.
Yeah, and
So,
concrete will.
It does, and it's all crumbly. It's not the infrastructure's fine, but it doesn't look good, and it's got crumbles. So now they have a way to make sure the rain doesn't go through, and then we're fixing the crumbles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Always fix the crumbles.
Yeah.
How
They're-
about if they put a secret door with a knocker and it's like an underground entrance to a speakeasy?
Yeah.
You
That's
got-
what I
yeah.
need. Sometimes I just go sit in the coal chute and drink gin.
Cement bunker.
Yeah, it's my bunker.
Yeah.
It's my bunker. But anyway, I was speaking of like all the little projects and stuff because those are things
Hey,
that you gotta firm that up before it's selling or doing anything like that.
Yeah, and I've spent a ton of time in the garage. Actually, one of the junk and dumps was, for some reason, I'm kind of like a pennies, nickels, and dimes in a jar, but
Yeah.
every screw, nut, and bolt just goes in like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it was like 12 pounds of stuff that I don't. So, I mean, I just said, I am not moving anything that doesn't need to be moved.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing what you can
we're
collect
getting there.
after a year. How long have you been in your
Oh.
house?
It's crazy.
20 years.
20
Or
years.
20, well, it'll be October will be 20 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
25 years. I bought in 2001. Just almost exactly. It was May of 2001.
Oh.
The 25 years. How
And
about you in this house?
We're 12
12.
already in this latest house.
Is that 12 years ago?
12 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I always
I
have
would've
to do
never
it
got that
by
right.
my accident because
Yeah.
we were in for a year and
Yeah.
my accident will be 11th year here. So 12 years in that house.
Wait, it's July. It's,
July 13th.
July
yeah,
13th.
it's coming up.
I know it is.
That's your 11th anniversary of that?
Can you believe that?
Where's all
Wow.
the time going?
I know it's crazy.
Right. Because
And I get this
2015.
year's big because I get to go get another brand new wheelchair every 5 years to get one. And it's
Ooh,
like,
upgrade.
I can't believe I'll be on my third chair.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of chairs,
Yes.
last night I ran into one of my many wheelchair friends.
Amazing.
There for the Gaffigan show?
Yeah, Gaffigan. And it was, we kind of waited and let the people leave, and we're on the ground level waiting for the elevator. And then I look over, and there's Maury and his wife.
Oh.
And you guys have met him at the Inlander party a couple years
Okay.
ago. Just the great. He goes, "Hey, how'd you like Gaffigan?" So we talked a little bit, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Well, an ADA house is being built for us right now." So he was really interested. He said, "I will text you. We'll go have coffee." So
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to see that. And then, of course, my sister and brother-in-law just think I automatically know everybody in a wheelchair. No, I do not.
Well, we'll see someone in a wheelchair. Hey, do you know Ken?
Hey, going in, and the Northern Quest crew is great. Going in, of course, they have to scan you. And I always set off every buzzer in the world.
Well, yeah, you're
And they
surrounded by metal.
I know. They bring me to the side, and I have a backpack, and I said, "There is a metal piece in here. It's that same metal piece that I brought out the other day," and you guys were saying, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, it's the pants holder.
But I told him, I
Right?
said, there is a metal piece in there, but it helps me go to the bathroom. He goes, "You go ahead and get on in there." He didn't say that, but he just smiled.
He
and
wants
waved.
no part of the
He goes,
details.
"I don't need to be inspecting." He goes, "I'm sure you have all your
But
equipment."
after
so,
you
yeah.
went away, he's probably thinking, how would a piece of metal help him
Yeah,
go to the
what is
bathroom?
that? Man,
What is he doing?
you would think they'd have better technology
Yes.
than that. No. It's, So anyway.
That's good.
All right, let's do a break. We got to do the showdown, and so if you want to play, we have a 4-minute break coming up. So during that time, let us know via the text line if you want to play. We'll play the showdown coming out of the break. Okay, and then it's go time.
Yeah.
Got lots to
It's
get to.
good.
Molly's offering up huge money today. Did you hear? For big money.
Isn't it the
Right.
greatest of all time?
No, now there's, and to quote my friend Ken, we don't. Now,
Stop.
now, there is going to be a money question, but
I like it.
yeah,
Okay.
but not $1 million.
Wow.
Okay.
How about 10? And it's one you should know.
Okay, I like it. I'm on it.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
All right, we're back after a break. The Dave and Molly Show continues.